When I think of adventure games in the 90s, I think of Lucasarts. Well, no, I think of Sierra a lot because those were the games I played the most because they were the easier ones to pirate. But when I think about the ones that were good quality, I think about Lucasarts. My name is Talen Lee. My pronouns are he, him.
I don't know if I can do a 12 noir biker voice, so I'm Fox Lee. I'm still a she/her.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anyone's going to ever ask that of you. I think foul steampunk goblin is where you get to live voice-wise. Yeah, see, your hee-hee-hoo-hoo factor is very high. And point-and-click games are very good at hee-hee-hoo-hoo.
It's true.
This being April, I wanted to play a particular game that I'm personally very fond of. We did Sam & Max last year, and this year I could think of nothing better than to follow it up with the almost direct antithesis of that game's sense of style, Full Throttle. And we're playing it the old resolution, which has these black gutters on the side, which is why you get our avatars peeking over the edge.
Good! Good! I like the gutters. They frame the artwork as intended. I do not need to know what was secretly in the gutters all along.
First thing I saw when I woke up was her face. She said she'd fix my bike.
I mean, this is frankly beautiful pixelized art. Like, I assume this was a painting that has been digitized rather than pixel art as such. But the people look to me like they were probably pixel rendered natively.
Rip Burger, you're dumber than dirt.
That's obviously a 3D pre-render.
If you'd only listen to my plan.
Probably?
I know your plan, Rip Burger. You're waiting for me to die so you can take over my company.
God, Mark Hamill just... He hit the screwing around stage of his career and never stopped.
You know, I've never...
Of course it's Mark Hamill. That's a very good line, by the way.
Which one?
The, I am not waiting for you to die.
This latest idea of yours. Riding up to our shareholders meeting with a gang.
That's what we call some really just good foreshadowing. That is what that is.
He foreshadows with his five head.
To be seen hobnobbing with real Corey Waters customers.
What do you know about
Now, speaking of pre-rendered 3D, yes, this game is from 1998, and so pre-rendered cutscenes are about to do some stuff.
Stabilizing inner ear condition.
Yeah, thank God they got in before that. And
oh
we're
no.
only gonna see it on like vehicles and backgrounds and shit, and not on people's fucking faces. Oh no! Nah, they know what they're doing.
Make no mistake, that is an incredibly cool guy thing to do.
Yeah.
Alright, to drive over the top of the rich guy's limousine.
Absolutely.
I could ride with. Step on it. Let's find out who they are.
Don't get me wrong, that is some ugly pre-render, especially compared to the beautiful canyon painting we started on. But, you know...
I don't know if that was a painting. I don't know
things
if...
are of their time.
The nature of how LucasArts made their games, I don't know.
You know what? The pan around in there was some astonishingly good integration for this era, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Cat Susie who's in everything.
Yeah.
Suchi? I don't know, however you say her name.
Yeah, those three names right there, like the fact that they credit basically Ben, Rip Burger, and every woman, but especially Maureen. Yeah, no, this is just such a genuinely good-looking game in every way it's trying to be. Like, even the 3D. You can be like, oh, it's ropey and bad, but it's still got a personality, right? Like, look at the things they're using the 3D for.
It's certainly good for the era, like the fact that they bothered to dress it up in that shot, for example.
Yeah.
Rather than letting the very mundane textures that we see on the bigger shots try and carry it.
The hand-drawn
and
reflections.
like outlining stuff, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the 3D object is then used as a canvas for the traditional animation to take over.
Which was, as far as I'm concerned, still the best you could do in this era.
There's also this particular style of animation, which is almost anime-like in its shading. Like the two-tone shading is a byproduct of the 256 color era, and the colored outlining, meaning that most things are defined by 3 colors, and they've got their highlight, their low light, and their outline. That's a style that I think of as being very Broken Sword, which we haven't played yet. We're gonna play a Broken Sword at some point.
And you're right, it is effectively cell shading.
Yeah. But goddamn, the environments.
Hey, Ben. You know, Ben, we're broke.
Yeah,
And if some cash...
Good lord, the chin's in this.
Oh yeah.
relax. I have a feeling something's...
On the one hand, it's nice that they made Ben's best friend black. On the other hand, I don't know that guy's name.
I was gonna say. Yeah, now see, that is an ugly render.
Yeah. Yep.
Just unavoidably ugly.
You better
That's,
stay out here, Rick.
that's all there is
This
to
place
it.
is bikers only.
And like complicating this is like the limousine's meant to look ugly. The limousine's not meant to be a
All right.
good-looking vehicle.
Who's the guy that drove over my car?
But the problem is that it's not just a bad-looking vehicle; it's
Yeah.
also a badly executed bad-looking vehicle.
It's not just a tasteless car, it's also
Yeah, maybe they took
extremely
the old
of
guy
its time
back and
3D
worked him
model.
over with a 2x4.
Is that...
Peeling no
What's his name? Maurice LaMarche?
improbable.
Yeah.
More likely it was
This is 1990s LucasArts.
Yeah, fair enough.
They can do whatever they want.
Malcolm, isn't that illegal?
not back then. It wasn't.
And like, you know, it's not that they lack for the skills. The animation in this is really good.
Yeah.
Look at these fucking characters.
Yeah.
I told
They're not here to impress you with their looks, but they are executed on brilliantly.
The thing is, right, and I always have this thing in my mind of the Sealer Squid outlier,
Mr. Corley.
which is I don't have anyone in my friend group who has a taste for the guys like Ben.
Does this look like...
So mostly I'm thinking of like ultimately the artist behind Manly Guys Doing Manly Things, Sealer Squid, whose real name I do not remember and whose pronouns I also don't remember. So just asterisk on all those fronts. But I know that that's a person who does like the kind of guy Ben is. And I think Ben is really good looking. Like, Ben is a really good looking, well executed example of that kind of dude.
If you don't mind,
But-
I'd like to step outside with Mr. Ripburger
It's alien to me.
chat.
Now, when this does want to make a hot looking lady, she's incredible. So, it's not a competence issue.
Yeah, here's where I was trying to avoid that whole conversation, but just by going, you know, it's beautifully executed. This is exactly what it wants to be.
Yeah.
I thought that covered it.
Last motorcycle during the
Yeah, but I wanted to talk more. Over the top of the opening cutscene, which is stupid of me.
I have a plan.
That's not actually bonus Ellie content. That is bonus neighbor dog content.
That might be far enough away that no one can hear it.
Ah, well, I heard squeaky toys in my headphones, so I'm gonna do the disclaimer.
Go find the rock.
The Rottweilers. The Rottweilers and the Polecats.
Then I guess it'll have to be nothing.
And that's your...
That's fascinating.
Well, I'd like to make you just one.
Also, the PC Polecat symbol on the back of Ben's jacket, and that's the club symbol.
Bolus. Take
That's-
his coat and go get his motorcycle.
It's a fascinating choice for your motorcycle gang name, because you know what a polecat is.
Yeah.
That stuffed shirt actually thinks I'm...
And you know, they're great and everything, but it's not a tough guy animal.
Boy, is he in for a surprise.
Hey, where's Ben going?
Your colleague has decided
Yeah,
to
well-
accept
Yeah.
our generous offer after all.
I think there is actually a polecat on top of that piano.
He's gone on ahead to scout out the route. He did?
Like a stuffed polecat.
Cut back to the room shot. No!
Don't worry. We'll get to see it. So, like...
Yeah, I'm on ferret watch now.
Thank you very much. Oh, okay, so I can live switch the render mode. Neat. So we
Yeah,
can
I'm
do
not surprised.
So that's actually pretty cool, because I can do side-by-side comparisons like this.
This has got real Wonder Boy vibes to it in that sense.
And like, I don't
Like it's straight up just a paint over.
I don't hate the sidebars being... I don't hate the fill-out, but the thing is, this jaggy pixel art versus this smooth over art. I'm not saying one's better or worse. I do think this is a genuine stylistic preference. But I know my preference is overwhelmingly to prefer the pixel art. So you get black gutters out there, people.
I don't resent it. I just think it lacks the charm.
Uh-huh. So this is how the interface of this game starts. You can't see where Ben is, and you have a mouse clicker, a cursor that can do stuff that highlights red when you click on things.
A mouse clicker.
But you can't, can't do anything there. No reaction if you do that, no reaction if you do that. But if you click on the dumpster, you get punches. And then if you click on the roof of the dumpster...
See what I mean? Beautifully animated.
I think this is the best introduction to a protagonist of any LucasArts game. We learned that Max is a feral beast very quickly. We learned who Ben is even faster.
Think of it this way. Wouldn't Sam and Max have been even better if the way that you'd found out that Max is a feral little beast is without any kind of, story sequence or anything, having him maul something?
Yeah. And by the way, that opening cutscene is 10 minutes. That is, in my opinion, quite indulgent. I mean, we did watch the credits, but still.
In particular, I think the introduction to the interface here is the logical extension of everything LucasArts has been building as a brand for their point-and-clickers.
Because this is the interface. Oh my god, I love it. It's beautiful. It's so perfect. This tattoo has your 4 options. Fist at it, foot at it, look at it, or tongue at it. And that's it. That's everything Ben can do to stuff.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't have it when you're in the bin.
Nope.
Yeah, that itself is just a beautiful choice.
And...
take that.
Fuck you, bin. Indeed, the only thing missing from this game is probably that he should say fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of swearing that should be in this game that I'm glad isn't.
Guybrush definitely shouldn't say fuck. I believe that Sam and Max wouldn't say fuck. Ben says fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of what can this character do that other characters can't.
Maureen definitely says fuck.
Maureen has a mouth like a sewer. It seems just necessary. That's all the feedback you get on this door.
Kickstand is a great name for a bar.
Open up.
Hammer on the door, nothing happens. So?
Fuck did everybody go? That's also a really fantastic tutorial level as well.
Yeah, just kick things. Ben is not here to solve elaborate puzzles. And the puzzles get really fucking elaborate, but they're always solved within the metaphor of what Ben does and the kind of guy Ben is.
Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of, do I need to find an item and rub it on this door?
Look, I don't want no trouble. Just leave me out of this mess.
Alright. And now we have the room shot, and it's a badger. It's not a polecat.
Those are very closely related.
That's a badger.
Why?
Because if that were a dead polecat, I'd have to trash the place.
Go, Ben!
Ben is such a weird example of a good guy.
That also does not look anything like a badger, but hey.
Alright. Let's do the point-and-click adventure thing of let's talk to the bartender.
I do like the idea
Looks
that he
like
would
you're out
eventually
of
ferret.
customers.
Yeah, your gang
that's
took
very
off with
pleasing.
those well-dressed gentlemen. So what'll it be, Mac?
I want to know who knocked me out.
Maybe you just passed out. You should learn to handle your liquor.
Yeah,
I think
it
you're
seems
in on
likely.
this whole bum deal.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do about it?
And again,
Do we kick that guy?
oh no.
Ah.
You know what might look better on your nose?
Oh, you can threaten people with a fist as well.
The bar.
Gotcha. Okay.
That
Now,
line,
don't mess around
that
with me.
line lives in
all
my
right.
head,
I got
rent
your
free.
keys, but I don't know nothing.
Like that is how my brain has learned. Oh, this is how a cool guy is threatening.
Why?
I don't know. I overheard them say something about an ambush up the road.
What else?
Nothing. Look, man,
Now,
Here are your keys,
when
all
Fox
right?
first started, when we first started setting this up, Fox used the line "Apocalypse
someone
Noir,"
did say
was it? No,
something
Desert
about
Noir.
killing you and making it look
I think
like
I
an
said
accident.
noir biker.
They didn't do too
Yeah.
good of a job there.
Yeah, because like that
Why
intro,
push
the
the bull guts?
voiceover, and the
I'd better get
oh, that
moving.
woman was trouble, but also I'm clearly into her.
Asphalt,
just-
Maureen, and
Yeah.
Trouble.
The absolute essence of noir just filtered through a biker idea. Which is kind of what this is too, because isn't it a murder mystery?
It becomes a murder mystery real quick.
Yeah. Well, sorry, spoilers, I guess. I'm giving away the inevitable. Gosh, your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Oh yeah. We all looked at Rick Berger and went, "This is a guy who will never get away with a murder." Again, the fact that this is being made by people who have associations with an actual cinema, who are like actual cinematography and how to pace movies and whatnot, is so good.
Another aspect of noir, the as soon as I get out on my own, the voiceovers about the manly aspect of being lonely and free.
Well, get used to it, bud. When the Rottweilers hit the
And that's what the Rottweilers ride. Which again,
I
these
mean-
are 3D models turned into sprites.
It's fucking sick.
Oh yeah.
It may also be a somewhat ugly 3D render. But I like that it is essentially a tractor.
Yeah, it really is. It's essentially a tractor. And like, you look at that machinery for too long and it stops making any sense.
I don't know what all the fucking pipes hanging out of it are about. Like, at least the pipes on Benz are at the back, implying they
I don't know what the-
have the rocket fuel.
Yeah.
If that guy's pipe was, like, out from the sides of his front wheel, I don't fucking know what that's for. What? I have seen this before, but that's still very funny.
Oh, it's such a cool game.
I'm so glad they animated that fire and smoke effect instead of using 3D. Oh, it looks so nasty.
We've been playing for 7 minutes.
Yeah,
and Ben
I
has
mean,
eaten dirt twice.
this is good shit.
Something about killing you and making it look like an accident. They had guns. Something about an ambush up the road.
And so this, and also the type of story this is, it transitions from the very personal to the extra personal, like greater than himself. Like, this is starting out as just Rick Berger just stole his gang for I don't know how long and hit him in the head. So there's obviously going to be a lot of direct personal revenge.
Oh, you're talking about the motivations developing over time.
Yeah. And like use of this is like the standard definition frame. This shot in widescreen, just no, you keep it all narrow. You keep it tight.
Yeah, and like that's kind of what I'm talking about. With the art as it was intended.
Apparently a pretty good doctor as well. My name's Maureen.
Hello,
My
Maureen.
name's Ben. Why did you hit me over the head, Maureen?
Another extremely noir choice. Everyone's eyes being just like black
bike.
swishes.
What
Yep.
have you done with my bike?
Brought it back from the dead.
It's so
Sort of
cool
like
and
what
tough.
I did with you.
Speaking
Need
of
a
cool
little
and
help
tough,
getting it
look at
finished,
this
though.
sprite. Look at how her sprite looks.
Yeah, I mean, she rules.
Who are you?
Maureen, remember? If that's too hard, maybe you should just stick with Mo.
She's even
have a last
cooler.
I prefer not to use it. What about you?
Same deal.
Then it's Ben
Ben
and
and
Mo.
Mo.
forever, I guess.
Ben and Mo. Bike Bros.
Where'd you learn bikes?
I grew up working on them with my dad. One summer we did nothing but restore this old hardtail together. I mean, we scrubbed every...
I have honestly no idea how authentic the
But
bike lingo is in
He
this.
took off one day and he never came back.
I have no idea,
So I
but the texture in that voice.
God, yeah. Well, I mean, it's,
Damn.
it's Kat Susi. It's Kat Susi playing the noir love interest.
Yeah.
You live in this town?
Well, Melonweed's not much of a town. What's left of it is sinking about a foot a year. People either learn to adjust or they leave.
How can you sink in a
Fine with me.
desert?
Not a people person?
I'm just better with
I don't know.
textures, that's all.
Maybe it sinks into the sand?
Like, genuine question.
authorized police service center.
I mean, we have a lot of desert in this country, but we don't go there.
But I don't have the official paperwork.
No one go there.
An illegitimate Corley operation.
I prefer to think of it as a renegade Corley operation.
That's awesome!
So cool!
How's it look?
Looks better than it did, but you gotta help me out. The front forks are wasted, so you'll have to get some new ones. And someone
Oh,
stole
really?
my welding
How did they get wasted?
What happened to my
That's weird. What
forks?
happened to those?
And last but not least, I patched up your ruptured gas tank, but you're out of fuel and I don't have any.
Also, I did just ask her what's my next quest objectives, and I remember the first one, the forks. We told the joke, and I missed the second one.
How's it look?
The
Well,
petrol tank.
basically what you got here is a unicycle. You need new forks, a
welding torch.
and some gas.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
Let me know if you need any aspirin or anything.
Okay. Hey, is that a
I don't have
hose
anything.
tank? Yoink.
Also an astonishing seamstress, since your clothing seems to be in perfect repair again.
She also remarked that she's a pretty good
You're
doctor.
not dead yet. I might still get a
I know,
Oh god, these
but she didn't say anything about fixing your clothes, so I was filling that in.
these voices.
I heard you saved my life.
Yeah, but don't worry. I wasn't
Just
trying
greet every
to.
go. Hi,
I was
Cat.
just looking for some nice roadside disaster photos. and you
Disaster
helped.
photos.
You'd want a picture of me bleeding.
It's not the blood. It's the way you were, all twisted up like a pretzel.
Like, this is a real problem that this game has, that also the...
Human tragedy.
It's the pain of the human tragedy here. The real problem we have here is that this game has entrancing enough dialogue that I need to...
It's yeah.
I keep pausing
having
to
to
just
keep catching
listen to the voice actors.
Keep saying shit.
Listen,
We forget to
I've
talk
gotta
over it, and then
stop
we
an
get
ambush.
DMCA.
Ambush? Really? Where?
I don't know exactly. My crew is escorting some VIPs to the Corley Motors shareholders meeting, and there's an ambush waiting for them somewhere up the road.
Aha! Right, we're not just noir, we're also a western.
Yep.
I need...
Come on, man, spit it out.
Could you give me a ride in your car?
Is this,
I've
hang
gotta
on,
stop
is
this
this just
ambush.
like
You're
all
right.
archetypes
We
of
have to get to the
manliness?
ambush, all right.
There's a lot
Whatever
of... This is a
fiddling with our
very
hands at the
macho
moment.
game.
How did you get us here?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Well,
That's
I'd better be going.
fascinating. I'm
Alright,
gonna
drive
keep
safe
considering
now.
that as we go forward.
And like, there's a certain toxicity to it, undeniably. Like, Ben is a slightly shitty dude.
Sure, but also, like, at the same time, Marine is here. And I happen to know she fares a lot better than the Dame in any of these shows normally does.
God,
She just fully lied to you
She
about
just
the car being
straight
dead.
lied to me
Yeah.
about having a car, about not having a car. And
I
then-
wasn't even paying attention, but I'm like, uh-oh, I see how
Thanks
that
for the
comedy line
lift.
went.
Now I got a quote for you.
Alright, there's the junkyard. Junkyard, train station. Pretty sure.
Why is there a wall?
Huh? That's the junkyard.
Why? Why does the tip look like fucking Mad Max shit?
Oh, you want to go have a look?
Sure. What the fuck, man?
It's Todd's junkyard.
Why is it built like a space freighter? That's wild, is all I'm saying.
Alright, let's do things the simplest first. We're looking for a welding torch.
That looks
Appears to be a
weldish.
scarlet.
Someone's doing some welding down there, or we're talking about some very subcode wiring.
Let's go say hi.
Is there any door in this game that opens when you knock on it?
Ah, there's gotta be
Locked
some.
up with steel brackets.
We're gonna have to check.
There's gotta be some.
I need to know.
Hello, lockpick. What else
It's
is there?
empty.
Nothing.
Ah, rookie mistake keeping your lockpick in an unlocked cabinet.
What about the refrigerator? Hello, meat.
Nah, just eat it. Just put it straight in your face.
Wouldn't look good on my bike.
Alright, now.
So he does do the typical adventure protagonist of just breaking into people's homes and taking their stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey.
Who's out there?
Let's do that again.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's worse.
Hi, Todd.
I think he's had enough.
Sorry, Todd.
This view defines true beauty.
He's just such a
Put my
sarcastic
lips on
dude.
that.
You know, respects consent. There you go.
Yep. Hello, welding torch.
Consent, but not personal
The
property.
grin. The
That's
grin.
my welding torch. How'd you get it?
Oh, it was just lying around.
Oh,
Forks,
right. Someone
gas,
pinched it from her in the first place, so that wasn't theft.
It was recovery.
That was just violent recovery.
Yeah, just privateer shit. Alright. Alright, now I need to pick the lock on this lock.
Okay, so what I'm getting is that this is actually kind of Mad Max. Like, there is some genuine post-apocalyptic shit going on here.
Yeah, the cops have hover bikes.
Shit! Okay, I forgot that entirely. I thought this was just retro-modern.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now let's see.
Well, that explains why the tip looks like a space freighter.
I have a lockpick, which I'm now going to use on the front. Okay, hang on. Let me show you the procession here of this actual puzzle. So you have a chain here that opens the front door. Observe.
Oh.
And you're left with a puzzle of, like, how do you go? How do you get... You know, so you go to the rolling door, and the second you let go of the chain, the door rolls. So, little old me, as a child, spent ages trying to work out what the hell I had to do here.
Just find something to connect the chain to, surely?
You padlock the door shut, and now you can climb the chain.
That's a cool solution.
Yep. Bernard would never.
Who's Bernard?
Bernard Banul.
Junk.
Who's Bernard Banul? That doesn't clear it up.
From Day of the Tentacle. We're going to play that one day.
Oh, okay. We already have.
Oh, we have, haven't we?
Yep.
Shut my face. Yeah, his name's Bernard Banuli.
Which one's that? I can only remember the girl and the roadie.
Yeah, the other one.
Oh, there was... Yeah, right.
There was a third
There
dude.
was a third one.
Yeah. Because they went to the past, the present, and the whatever.
Well, he shouldn't have gone to the whatever. He should have gone somewhere interesting.
Alright, so here's one part of the puzzle.
That is a fucked up dog.
Yeah, and in high res, the dog doesn't look a lot better.
Is that some kind of pig, actually?
It's a very 90s bumper sticker kind of version of a dog.
It's a lot easier to see in the old art.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Really pops. I like that better.
So what we have here is a big old, right, like, you know, this kind of thing, right?
Yeah, one of them car magnets.
Yeah, but the problem is, I don't have a way to tempt the dog into that. So I need to get out of here. Because really, the thing ultimately that I'm after here, in all of this, is that there is a pile of, this is a junkyard. So
replacement parts for the front fork,
So I can
right?
absolutely get some forks in here. That's a thing that's obviously going to happen.
I assume if you just try and walk in there, the dog chases you out.
Uh-huh. But if I stick some meat in
Here,
the car...
Pooch.
Oh, you have a steak.
Bon appetit,
Cool.
mud.
It goes into the car. I can go up into here.
I like this. This is a very non-violent kind of solution for a dog puzzle.
Considering the kinds of things Ben will just beat the living shit out of, and how Ben's normal default response is to just, you know, thump things, it's a great relief that this puzzle is not only Ben will not fight a dog, but Ben will have to try and find a way to take care of a dog in a way.
It's fine. It's clearly still fine.
Yeah, I just needed to lift it up a little higher.
You know they rigged these things, so you only get full power to the crane like 3% of the time or something.
Oh, yeah. And that dog is in there eating the meat. It is. That dog is not interested in anything I can do. And it's not
happy
gonna,
dog.
It's not going to jump out of that now because, well, you know.
Like, considering the kinds of horrible shit that normally happen to animals in cartoonish adventure games.
Yeah, we've done some weird things. He doesn't have to drug the dog either, which I was really expecting.
Guess what I'm saying is Max would have mauled the dog.
Max would have fist fought
Right
the
next
dog.
to the knives and spoons.
You might have seen the dog. You might have seen Max later on with like elaborate dog skin. Actually, no, you wouldn't, because Max brawls people.
Yeah, that's taking it a bit too far. Well, Max fought some animals, didn't he?
Alright, now we just need petrol. Now, this
Maybe he
is a
doesn't.
great big tower full of petrol.
Otherwise, why wouldn't we have seen him fight an alligator?
Yeah, it's a good point, though. He got knocked out of the space. He was in the containment. He couldn't get to the alligator. Okay, so now this is a petrol tower. I need to get up into I need to get petrol. So the obvious solution here is we climb the tower and take petrol.
I mean, you'd have to have something to put it in, right? Oh.
I've got a gas tank.
Oh, like a jerry can kind of dealie?
Yep. And here comes the police.
Oh, you just lure the police in and steal their petrol, right?
That is, in fact, exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna siphon out of a police tank, but not. This was just to show you the cutscene of Ben hightailing it.
That was a very good cartoon run. It's like a very macho guy, but when it calls for it, he can do a run which should only be referred to as hightailing. Yes.
Yep. All right, so we touch the ladder, we trigger the alarm, and then we hide. Because Ben, you know what it is? Ben is sly. Ben is cunning.
Yeah, he's macho, but he's not dumb.
We hide here.
Which, you know, you've got to do it that way, because this is a fucking adventure game, right?
Ryan, where are you? Hey, I don't see anybody. Maybe nobody.
Also, these really, like, this is a really nice use of 3D by putting it all in black.
Yep.
You must have missed that last guy.
Like, it's very obviously a pretty ropey thing.
I'm going down for a closer look.
Also, I can't imagine wanting to fire a gun while sitting in that, you know, lifeguard tower-ass seat.
Look at the way it, like, swings.
Yeah.
Around set, like, I feel if you shoot on that, the recoil is kind of like spin it like it's, you know, hanging on a door.
And also, that tells you things about, like, the principles of animation that are being used with the weight of the object. It's really good. Like, there's such a thoughtful use of the fact that this is, like, just a well-animated game. Here's a gas tank.
How you got... Oh, did you bring a siphon hose?
I brought a hose. And we get one of our first applications of...
You gotta suck it.
You gotta use
tongue on thing.
On hose.
Gross. We've all seen it.
And then...
Over there. You go around the other side.
Same animation.
Corner.
Put the lid on.
He's gotta run.
No, let's call on reinforcements.
How far are they gonna get now I've siphoned their tank? Do we see them crash? I don't think we see them crash. It would be very funny if we saw them crash.
We just saw them like put and have to land.
Good.
And we
Get
did
this
just
in the
steal
gas
from the
tower?
cops.
Not exactly.
Well, that's
A victimless
it.
crime.
We're outside for a minute and I'll finish you up.
Especially in this period of like pseudo history. Like, I don't imagine any cops you see working in this situation are good.
Hey,
I don't
I've been
think
meaning
there
to
is
ask
a
you,
post-apocalyptic
what's this
setting
picture
with
of?
good cops.
Oh, that's me and my Uncle
That's
Pete.
kind of
He took
just,
care of
like,
me
it's
after
not how the
Dad
shit
split
works.
This place he called the
Uncle
Mink
Pete's
Ranch.
Mink
When he died,
Ranch.
he left it to me.
There's just a lot of mustelid stuff in this game.
That place went belly up long before he died. But I still go back there whenever I need to get away for a while.
Okay, just curious. Now I'm out of here. I hate surprises.
Alright, here she comes.
This is because you're a big baby, Ben. The
What's
coolest
surprise?
lady in the world.
You're amazing. I should crash that thing every day. So what's the surprise?
Oh, just your average everyday pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster.
You're serious?
Yes.
But only the vultures.
I have my connections. Now, are you gonna try this thing out or not?
Yeah, sorry, getting distracted by the game. Ah, dear.
Wish I had a camera.
I wish I had some way of paying you back.
I guess maybe he is supposed to be kind of hot.
Eat it, will ya? Scaring away my regular customers.
Bye, Mo.
Send me a postcard from the ambush.
Good luck at ambush.
Have fun at ambush. And, you know, needless fires.
That doesn't seem necessary. Especially when the first thing you have to do is turn several corners. She blinked, I guess.
And then you see the little falling bit of fire. So, you can also view this... One of the things that Full Throttle has that a lot of these other games don't is a real sense of temporality. We're not going to go back to that location. It's done. I think technically you get to go back to the kickstand at one point, but like broadly speaking, the time, like because I've made this area too hot thanks to the whole police thing.
That's remarkable considering that we had like 4 or 5 environments.
The road is now blocked off by the police, so I need to find some way to keep the police to get the police away from the roadblock.
They just keep running at the football.
They just keep... I hear that guy's got the football. He's gonna hold it for real this time.
Let's get him. All units follow me.
Yep.
We should definitely all, like, 6 of us go. No one should stay here. He's never fooled us before, after all.
Yep. just onward.
I enjoy how much of this it shortcuts after you solve the puzzle. Like, it's not going to make you do the run back.
Dan, how'd you get behind us?
Well, yeah, it's a much more efficient game than like Day of the Tentacle really wanted to make sure that you knew every step that you were doing and how they interacted once you started to do them. Whereas in this case, it's much more cinematic.
Are we headed for trouble?
Yeah, it's not like, what am I thinking? It's like when you get through the teleport maze in the Pokemon gym, and in the later generations they put a thing there so you can teleport back to the entrance. But in the old ones, they fucking made you just walk all the way back.
I forgot how much of this game is dedicated to this guy pissing.
Oh, goody.
Oh, man. I gotcha. Now, do something incriminating. Like ambush somebody. Aha, the plot thickens.
Hi there, Mark. Just exquisitely horrible art.
You shouldn't have laughed at me in those board meetings, Malcolm.
Also, like, wow, great job. Fucking... Great job, reporter, just watching a man die from the bushes.
It's a chokehold. Come here and I'll demonstrate.
She's also quite cool. It's got a camera.
I'll get her. No, Nestor will take care of her. You have
yes, his offside is a Nestor and Bolus, which are like undeniably good goon names.
Kind of posh goon names, though.
Yeah, they're not likable goons.
They're private school bully kind of names, which probably is exactly who they are, I guess.
Ben! I guess Rip Burger couldn't wait for natural causes. Just like him to hit a man.
Just like we foreshadowed in the beginning.
Rip Burger did this to you?
Yeah, he knew I was dying, and he knew that my will would put him out of a job. He wants to take over Corley Motors, Ben. Sell it off to foreigners.
Sell it off to foreigners?
Foreigners?
Foreigners!
Minivans?
Minivans!
Like, don't get me wrong, there is a real joy to the artisanship of the motorbike and everything. It's just, there's just that little smack of racist anxiety right there with selling it to foreigners who'll make minivans.
Yeah.
A company can do two things, dude.
Rebuilt her first carburetor when she was 4.
Also, like, where
I used to call her the diaper dynamo.
Post-apocalyptic scenario and still talking about minivans? It's a weird contrast.
Find my daughter. Find Maureen. Ah, fuck.
No, you definitely didn't guess that.
Because she's fixing toasters these days. Oh, I love this game. I love so much about how this game is choosing to tell its story. It's a simplified story. It's not like it's extremely of its time.
She's killed a man.
I don't think she's killed him.
Yeah, probably not. But I like to imagine that she has.
What's that moving over there by that pile?
I don't know, Rick.
Yes, now I remember. You're the smart one, aren't you?
There's Mo's shack. but I don't see the limo.
So I guess I'm wrong. We do come back to this location. But, like...
It's true.
On second thought, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, I assume she was just gonna bail right out to that mink farm she was talking about earlier.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing I need to do here is...
Nothing left but debris, except for that smashed up camera. Back's open. No film inside.
Were you gonna check that? We checked that for you. Don't worry about it.
And here's Mo's picture of her and Uncle Peter's his mink ranch.
She went there whenever she needed
well,
to get away for a while.
Guess you weren't
That's
listening.
pretty much my only lead right now.
Here is my only lead for now. Is there anything in here to grab?
It looks very empty.
No. Even the photo of the mink ranch is outside.
It's very abridged compared to a normal event.
up,
I mean, I guess they were no longer
there's no
particularly
film
concerned with
inside.
getting
I
just
don't need
hours
it.
and fucking hours of fucking about time while you tried to work things out.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, I have played this game a lot, but I very pointedly didn't go and get a game FAQ for this one, because in part, like, I'm pretty confident I can finish this game in a single session, maybe with a break.
There's also just a lot less...
One of the criticisms of it at the time, in the reviews, was it's too short.
Yeah, and there's like a lot less esoteric thinking going on.
So much for returning to the scene of the crime. They'll be coming this way soon.
Like, obviously, I
Fast.
cannot say how quickly I would have figured this out if I were going in fresh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I have watched you play this before, and I know the solutions to most of this stuff in like a vague, half-recalled kind of way. But like, compared to the shit you would get in an early Monkey Island or something.
Or God help you, a Space Quest. Because Space Quest would do this deliberate interfolding of puzzles, where you might need a piece for a puzzle late in the game.
Alright,
that was...
Space Quest is off the fucking charts for this.
Yeah.
But like, even if we're just comparing to other Lucasarts stuff. And the focus is quite narrow as well. You're not
Hey,
confronted
killer.
with several
What?
areas immediately
Hey,
in
it's
order
cool.
to like
secret safe with
misdirect
me.
or
What secret?
Haven't you been
load you up
watching
on,
the
as you
news?
say, other stuff
Once again, our
Oh, here we go.
top
that you might need
story
for later
tonight, Malcolm
puzzles.
Corley, owner of Corley Motors, was found dead at a rest
I love the
stop
way that they
just outside
represent
the
news
town of
broadcasts.
Melonweed. Apparently, the benevolent patriarch
News
and
to me is a
CEO
pretty funny title.
was
And
viciously
the
beaten
lunging
about the head and
forward,
neck,
emphasizing
savagely
text.
and without mercy. Police have arrested a notorious outlaw biker gang known as the Polecat.
Which, by the way,
No.
I love the
With
idea
the
that, like,
exception of their leader, who
clearing their
is
name
still
for the
at
murder of
large.
Coley, the police are going to let him go.
Roadblocks
You're
have
still
been
an
set up
outlaw
along
biker
Highway
gang.
9
You're
in
still
an
in
effort
jail.
to apprehend this dangerous and
Yes,
violent
well, I mean,
criminal.
outlaw can
We've
mean a
been
lot
set
of
up.
things.
Roadblocks suck. I shouldn't have left the gang there.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything about it. You ain't making me an accessory after the fact. Just lay low, man.
Hey there, Emmett.
That's your truck out front. I need a ride.
And you need
I
a
look like a
ride.
cabbie to you. Get
The
lost.
roadblocks they were just talking
You're
about.
not letting anyone through
But
that
yeah,
roadblock
they're
anyway.
not going to let a truck
Not
through.
even truckers.
They turned me around, said police business only. Pigs.
Good talking.
I don't like
to
this game's strong
you.
anti-cup
Friendly folks you
stance.
get in here.
Damn, it's not what you'd call an I'm okay,
I'm
you're
okay, you're
person.
okay, person.
Ah, shut your hole, Quahog.
Good old Quahog, named after a clam.
Look, let me tell you what happened.
I told you I don't want to get involved.
That's where I've heard that before, in
It's
fucking
Family Guy.
Family Guy. So they both took the name from a clam, huh?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking Queequeg, which is a totally different
I really
name
need a ride.
with G's and Q's. Which I think is like the Cannoneer from Moby Dick or something, but I know it because it was the name of Scully's
Over here.
Pomeranian in the X-Files.
Ben, time to talk.
This dumpster gets a lot of action.
I can't remember.
You gotta help me. Go find my editor in Corville. Tell him I took pictures of the Corley murder.
You got pictures.
Yeah, but some thug took my camera.
So you don't have
pictures.
Well, I tracked the guy.
I mean, you definitely don't, because cameras still work on film in this scenario, so that film is dead.
Get my
Well, the film was taken out of the back of the camera, which either means that Ripburger has the pictures and they're destroyed, or Maureen has them. Fake IDs.
Oh yeah, true. She was looking at the camera first, wasn't she?
Just lovely, simple. Like they didn't hold you out there. Oh, and help me, Ben. You're my only hope.
You gotta do one.
You gotta do one. You're a LucasArts game.
Trash Moe's place. That could be Miranda's camera I saw there. But then, who's got the film?
Well, if Ripburger's got it, it's destroyed. And if Maureen's got it, well, Maureen has become even more valuable.
She knows what she's fucking doing.
Hey, Emmett. Let's use some fake ID.
Here.
What's that?
Fake federal investigator
Federal
ID.
investigator
Could be
ID.
of some use at one of those roadblocks. Ever hear of this place?
Also, he just stabbed it.
Fake IDs are transferable, right? That's how they work. They wouldn't have a photo on them or anything. They don't need to be made for a specific person.
Some sort of weasel plantation.
I used to pick up mink meat there real cheap and sell it to school lunch programs.
I mean, farms are
So
farms.
how about a ride?
No,
What if we
emphatically
search the
they are
back and
not.
find my bike.
It's buried in a pile of
Fertilizer
concrete
powder.
Fertilizer powder.
Fertilizer powder.
No one's gonna dig through that crap. Now you're gonna ride in the engine compartment.
We are driving around in a bomb.
Hey, I smuggle stuff in there all the time, and most of it's worth more. Than you. So stuff your carcass in there
Questionable.
quick, and we might hit that mink dump by morning.
I also love how much the kickstand gets to be the background for what is a very weird looking front of a semi-truck. But like, I love the vehicle design in this as well.
Oh, great. Smells like he's got a fuel leak.
Oh, you really are in a bomb.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, sir. Only police vehicles beyond this point.
I'm with the feds, chump. Check it out.
Notorious way to address other police officers.
Undercover agricultural sting operation.
What's in the back?
Fertilizer.
All right, move along.
Hope you rubes get your man.
What an interesting face. What? Ah.
Emmett is comically evil.
We've stopped moving.
What? You in there?
Problem with
Yeah,
your
but I
truck?
came through the back.
Oh.
Loose hose.
I would not have thought you can do that.
I already pulled your bike out. It's sitting right over there. Well, nice knowing you. Gotta hit the road, you know.
What did he steal from your bike?
Well, I mean, what do you think? With what just happened, what do you think?
Uh-oh.
Oh, all the petrol.
He did have a fuel
He did have a fuel leak, and he took my fuel line to fix it.
Trucker's gonna
That's
die
also
for
just
what
the
he did.
easiest thing to do to you. Want to stay in this area for a while? Bet you do.
Got a
I
lock.
couldn't break that lock. I don't have anything. I don't
Oh,
have
really?
Move the pillow. Grab a tire iron. Under the pillow. Tie iron.
Okie dokie.
The lock. Like, you know, I'm not remembering any of this. I'm just treating the universe as if it is the kind of place where Ben can get his way through
hose I can use
anything.
on my bike.
A hose!
Mo wouldn't mind if I borrow him. Mo?
She was right here! Undignified sprite animations, I love it so much!
Even at that scale.
Yes! They bothered!
Such well done.
There's such
like,
a sense
defamation.
of cinema in this game.
I mean, hell, the fact that his eyebrows are waggling in the wind just a tiny bit. Okay, not in that shot, but they were in the super close-up with nothing else going on. And I appreciate that.
Maureen is the coolest!
She for sure is.
Hello, lizard.
Iguana.
She took my booster fuel.
Everyone's been stealing from Ben today.
I think I
Emmett sucks.
What an ass.
Oh.
Whoa.
Cavefish territory.
Cavefishes.
Cavefish?
Another gang.
Okay, that's even less cool than polecats.
No threat.
Oh, no, it's a nerd biker gang.
Cavefish.
Technically, I think they're a cult.
Okay. I just meant because they have, like, tech shit, obviously.
Oh, yeah, they're high tech. And they have weird bikes that they ride on front down.
Right, yeah, Emmett's a dickweed, but that was funny.
But also, the cavefish don't take kindly to you killing one of them, so...
Oh, that's not good for posture. So you fucked the bridge.
Great job, Emmett. Thank you for ruining everything, you ass.
The only place you could have blown up where it would ruin everything. Oh hey, all three of them are still alive.
Yeah.
I feel like that one guy should have fucking died, frankly.
The place looks deserted.
Goes to show how good their tech is, I guess.
I guess it's just cartoonish enough.
We just got here first.
Hi there, Nesta. Hi there, Bolus.
Sit here and wait.
Okay. Well, fine fucking mess we're in now, right?
Well, you have a lot of shit. That doesn't look like how fertilizer looks.
It's concentrated fertilizer powder.
Even then, it's not usually like neon green.
No. This
No.
is sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
And it seems to be granules.
I also wouldn't be walking in it.
Oh, yeah.
I would not trust it.
Well, I mean, if it's a fertilizer, it's almost certainly got some kind of nitrogen-fixing property.
Oh, yeah, I assume so.
Man, I love how much this game is just like, what can I mess with? I think I can mess with this. I'm pretty sure I can mess with this.
Oh, you... Jesus!
I love that fundamentally Ben is just one of your characters from a TTRPG as a big hairy dude instead of a big hairy lady.
Nah, there should be more big hairy girls in games.
Yeah, man, what a mess. Who did that? I don't know. Not it.
Wild. What was even that? What was that for?
Dunno. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Dipped it up on its end for no reason.
Oh, I know what it is. I've worked it out. Sorry, I've worked out what I was doing here. Yeah, I got a plan. I don't want to go on the Old Mine Road yet. The Old Mine Road is where you go to fight. I want to annoy Nestor and Bolus.
Oh, that's why they give you a cutscene of them.
Yep, that's leaving Cavefish territory.
There's actually a bit of like Sam and Max style free travel here.
Uh-huh. Hey there, you two. Wow.
Look at him run.
So they want to chase me down. And I just made it so that the road is 1 lane wide.
Ah, it's a trap.
I think I just set a trap for them with the giant garbage truck full of nitrogen fixing.
Surely
powder.
they're going to die.
They better. They might survive a surprisingly long time.
You can't just let everyone with a healthy prostate survives everything.
Hey!
Boss, it was Nestor's
They crashed the
fault.
car.
Quick, I have a plan. We're going to lure the Corley remnant out of hiding with a bike.
Boss, she already has
it. Yes, but this one she worked on with
Also,
her father.
the Corley
It's an
remnant.
emotional thing. Don't try to understand.
That is unnecessarily sinister, yeah.
I love how good Rip Burger is at just being a creepy, oily asshole. Alright, so we need to jump this gorge. We need this stuff. Okay, so first things first.
Professor Schmetterling.
You can probably just do that by driving straight at it.
One of the
gorge's many casualties.
Ricky Myron's
infamous gorge jump.
Tightrope walkers, hang gliders, human cannonballs. Many have tried to cross the mighty trail of the gorge, and many have failed.
Might just be real.
Except for Ricky Myron, the flying torch.
On a stock,
quote-unquote, on a
Corley
Corley motorcycle. It was later uncovered that he had modified his Corley with a pre-regulation destroyer class.
So, that kind of recoil booster, you say?
What a really specific name that has.
Replicate the jump to clear his name, but his special ramp was stolen.
Okay, so now we have another
you might need a special ramp.
Yep, we need 3 things: the ramp, the booster, and a hover lift.
Thanks for the tip, Rick. You're right,
okay.
though. I'll need that ramp.
So now we have our shopping list. And this gives us back to... This design is a lot more like the... a lot more like the Strong Bad design, if you remember. Where it's a matter of, like, you fill a bucket up, and then once you've filled the bucket up, every part of the bucket is worthless.
Yeah, you've got a lot of single-use objects here.
But...
Or rather, you don't got a lot of them because you keep using them.
But that tire iron I'm holding...
Well, that's obviously a thing with many potential uses.
Uh-huh. In fact, I think it's one of my weapons. Yeah. And now I can investigate Nestor and Bolus's car.
Strip them for parts.
Also, did you catch that moment where the drawn and 3D bike snapped apart?
Oh, I wasn't watching.
Touch anything without
That's
wheels.
funny though.
I don't touch anything without.
Oh, don't be a punk.
Just gonna steal some shit. Though I guess it's technically salvage at this point because that's a wreck.
It does look pretty abandoned to me.
Unit.
Can I just stick it on my car, or do I need to find a bigger nerd than me to do
Oh,
it?
did they have a hollow car?
Looks
They
okay
did.
for an aftermarket part.
Alright, so now what do I need? I need the ramp, and I need the booster fuel.
Assume you gotta get the ramp off Cavefish.
Oh, yeah, I know how to get that. That I can remember, because this was part of the demo the game had. Way back in the day. We're about to do an arcade segment, Fox.
I do remember these.
Alright. Well, this seems like a fantastic opportunity to put a pause in the game and come back to this video in a fortnight's time, because we've been playing for an hour.
Join us next time for the thrilling conclusion, I guess.
Father Tor,